Puppy, tell me. Oh, yeah, let's take him, please. Take him. Come on. I'm hoping one of these episodes we just snatch him up. And then Reacher has to find a house, because I guess he can't. Well, you could keep him in a motel, I guess. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. My name is Steph, and today I am checking out Season 1, Episode 3 of Reacher. So I actually watched the first 2 episodes just yesterday, and I'm gonna get into the third one today. I'm very excited about this show. I'm really enjoying it. So without further ado, I'm gonna jump right on into Season 1, Episode 3.
I know you're scared, but I'm
scared?
Unnerved.
Someone has an attempt made on their life.
You know I was recruited by the FBI and Central Intelligence. Scored a 99th percentile in IQ, but only an 80% on the psych eval. You want to know why, you condescending asshole? I lack the ability to tolerate horse shit.
This is quite a shift.
You want a gun?
Yeah, he does.
Fine by me. Greg gave this to me a couple years ago. Wanted to keep it in the family, and I was the only family he had.
Not what you call a subtle weapon.
I was gonna say, I know I've mentioned, I don't know anything about guns.
Is it wrong that it gets back to me? So don't use it wrong.
Can't he just like
I won't let anything happen to it.
somehow sign his name up to it? Like, register it, I guess? That is a massive gun. Or, I don't know, it looked like it.
Your house isn't safe anymore. Pack your bags.
Must we stay together? I hope so. Although she was kind of not into him in that second just then. I don't know why I just thought when she opened that. Yeah, give her a warning. Jesus.
Are you kidding me?
Christ.
I just told you to be careful with that thing.
Never trust a weapon you haven't personally test fired.
I thought when she opened the door, because it just was quiet for a second, I'm like, is she gonna get shot like straight out the gate? I think I'm a little scarred from some moments in the Bourne franchise with some unexpected, unnecessary deaths. One specifically. Oh, Nikki.
You two were already working the case?
Bar closed late, storm flooded the road.
You took him out drinking?
Good thing I did. Whoever killed the Morrisons came after us last night.
It's okay. I had my eye on her.
Should I interpret that how I want to interpret that?
Victim's name is Pete Joblin, trucker for South Freight Shipping.
Record's clean except for a 2018 arrest for a Jacksonville traffic violation that turned into a disorderly conduct. Defended by Zacharias Perez.
Oh, looks fancy.
Not the kind of firm that defends truck drivers.
No, you wouldn't think.
Hopefully we don't need to see you again anytime soon.
He seems way too innocent to have this position.
This is Molly Beth Gordon. I got your message regarding Joe Reacher. I work with him. Oh, thank God. Why haven't you returned my calls? I was so worried.
Miss Gordon, this is Jack Reacher.
Oh.
Joe's brother. Joe's dead.
No, you're wrong.
I'm not. We think his death may be related to his work. Do you know what Joe was doing in Margrave, Georgia?
Can she tell? Does she know him personally?
What position did Joe hold in the Secret Service?
He ran our antique counterfeiting department.
Counterfeiting.
Joe told me that he put a stop to all domestic counterfeiting a while ago. He was chasing international stuff.
Like South America?
That would explain the other guys.
Try to get his files for you.
Hard copies only. I don't want a digital trail.
I'm gonna pay a visit to that jail guard Spivey. Got his address this morning.
I'll come.
Because it went so well the last time. See what you can find out about Joblin's arrest.
An assignment? I thought I was not by employment, appearance, or lifestyle.
Don't push it. Don't push it.
So be smart, don't break the law, and promise me you won't end up in another holding cell.
No.
Dude, come on.
I made my directive clear. Those bodies take a back seat to those of our departed colleague and his wife. Now, I want you focused on these boys up on the board. Some of the more violent perps Morrison helped incarcerate.
So attempting to steer her obviously in the wrong direction, but I feel like he's being too obvious about it, or it could be because they've put the idea in our head.
My cousin Charlie's not picking up her phone. Paul either, the whole family's disappeared. Just wondering if you know something I don't.
I thought that was like public knowledge. Oh, but they were going under, what the heck's that called where you hide?
Whole town's wound tighter than jungle gym screws. I don't know what to tell my wife.
I feel bad for this guy. He just wants to know where his family is. And I can't imagine being married to someone who has potential access to that and not getting answers.
Tanner Spivey.
Okay, that's creepy. Is he allowed to do that legally? Because I think Reacher said that he'd probably left because he knew that they were onto him. So I guess they're not expecting, realistically, him to be here. What are we looking at? Oh. Oh. Jesus.
All the police! Wrong town to rob in. Wait!
What? Is that a different police department? Oh, it must be, because that's where he went. Oh my God. Sorry.
What was the date that delivery truck hit you?
I made up a story so you'd see me. Now give me your file on Pete Jobling.
Just flat out.
I don't know what game you're playing out here, but get out of my office.
No. Pull up Jobling's file now.
Couldn't he just call the cops?
I'll end your life with one phone.
That's not so subtle.
Pull up Jobling's file. Print it.
Oh my God.
Caused any problems, you wish I finished strangling you.
I was going to say, couldn't he still call the cops, but he wouldn't know who he was. Ugh. Ouch.
Listen, man, you should have told us you were a cop.
When was he supposed to?
And it shouldn't make a difference.
I like that shitty cop work.
Which one of you assholes did this?
Thought he was a burglar.
Both?
How many burglars you know wear suits?
He didn't look like he lived there.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Hey, let it go.
Man, these two, just their faces, like these other two guys, are pissing me off.
Gotta go with a law firm.
Got everything I needed.
How?
Don't need to know.
Use the phone.
I mean, honest answer, technically.
And for you, spinach salad, dressing on the side.
I was embarrassed ordering that.
How do you eat like that and still look like you do?
Like this.
It's a good question. I'm with them on that one.
Our dead trucker's employer, South Freight Shipping, they were contracted to Kleiner Industries. When our trucker got into legal trouble, Kleiner paid his legal fees. I'm gonna break into Kleiner's tonight and see if I can find something that connects in.
You can't just sit there and say you're gonna violate the Fourth Amendment while
Yeah, in front of them.
I won't break into Kleiner's office. I'll walk in and talk to him. Now, I'm coming.
Man, that powerful, someone's gotta keep a cool head.
Okay, I think I know what's going on here, but if you two can't play nice, I'm gonna do what Meemaw used to and make you sit on the ground and hold hands.
Yeah, don't waste this food, too, people.
I'm taking those ribs to go.
Good, what a waste of food otherwise. Puppy!
You
Tell
hungry?
me. Oh, yeah, let's take him, please.
The hell's going on here?
Take
It's your
him,
dog,
come
sir.
on.
I didn't want the mutt, but now I got it. It?
Negligent care of an animal is a misdemeanor in Margrave. $500 fine, up to 10 days in jail.
That's it. Can we please take the dog? I'm hoping one of these episodes we just snatch him up. If he doesn't want him anyways, who cares? And then Reacher has to find a house, because I guess he can't. Well, he could keep him in a motel, I guess.
Oh, not a single security camera.
Maybe Kleiner doesn't want a record of what's going on here.
Yeah, if the place that big, you'd definitely want a camera.
There's a hell of a lot of animal feed back there.
Oh, it's a sow. They all have got cows. I'll do the talking.
Good. I don't like talking.
You know he's gonna say something. Oh.
Family of skilled marksmen.
Yikes. Good point.
Tanner Spivey and has himself disappeared. Called your company multiple times in the last 3 days. Pete Jobling, also deceased, is a former truck driver for Kleiner Industries.
It's not looking good.
I'm a little insulted to be under suspicion, more than a little.
My intention was never to insult you, Mr. Kleiner.
Asking questions. Is he gonna tell Teal that he's doing this?
We all want justice to be done, but not if you're chasing down theories without any basis in fact.
Oh, there are facts there.
This evidence trail you're following, it's a waste of time for you and for me. Leave it.
Yeah, that does you no service at all.
You don't tell me what leads to chase and how to chase them. So if I may give you some friendly advice, if you keep talking to the cops on my force, hinder this investigation in any way, I will put my fucking foot up your fucking ass until your heart fucking stops.
Oh shit! Oh my god. That was amazing. I can't believe Reacher really didn't say anything. And we're supposed to believe these guys are going to do something about it if need be. Come on.
You did the right thing. Kleiner's a bully. Bullies need to know they can be punished too.
It's got to backfire, though, through Teal somehow.
I don't care how scared or upset you get. Don't you dare let him see you cry.
We just came from the hospital. Heard his bishop had his face bashed in with this. He had to have surgery. Sutures.
Joe, did you do this?
Parents are surprisingly calm.
All signs indicate yes.
Oh, shit! Did he nod or oh, was it him? Oh, he covered for him.
There's a motel right outside Hickory where we can stay under the radar. Third exit off 85.
They all going together?
Just want to make sure we're on the same page because your punch to syllable ratio is about 1-to-1. Just because it looks like Kleiner might be a part of all this does not mean you can just go take him out.
So we have 3 viable leads right now. Hubble, Jobling, Spivey. Spivey's in the wind. Hubble's wife doesn't know anything, but maybe Jobling's wife does?
Do whatever you want, but Spivey's the answer. I get him to rat on whoever paid him to kill Hubble, we know everything.
So we need to find him.
He could have told me to meet him anywhere. He picked the Blue Cat. Place he was comfortable. Maybe some of the other regulars know where he's hiding. And neither of you are coming with me. We made instantly. You both reek a cop.
Roscoe. Be safe.
I'm concerned something's gonna happen to him. Cause Kleiner's like, he's a big dude. Big, like, knows people. Oh god.
Get off my truck.
Oh lord, this fool.
Did he tell you all about himself? Or is there
KJ.
not much talking going on?
Your mama teach you the way to a girl's heart is stalking her?
I wouldn't have to resort to this if you would ever go out with me.
Oh, ew.
You guys are so close, he must have told you about Baghdad, right? About those civilians that he killed? And how his connections got him off.
If you don't let me into my truck right now, I'm gonna have you face down on the hood in handcuffs.
Do it. Let's get rid of him.
Maybe I'd like that.
Ugh, okay, not like that. Go away. We don't like you. Let's just ask Reacher. Don't assume things.
Past few days has me thinking how life's short. Maybe it's time I shake things up a bit.
Well, it's a great place to work. Nice people. What division are you in?
Account services.
Oh, quick on the answers. Buddy, this ring,
Be
come
careful.
on.
I'll stay if you promise not to bring up the Patriots. Still don't know how the Falcons blew that Super Bowl.
At 28-20, you kicked the
I
field
said
goal.
don't bring it up. So, what do you do?
Are we flirting? Because I saw a ring on her finger too.
And my instincts tell me you're a nice guy. So why don't we find another bar around here with pool tables and cheaper drinks? Maybe even a dark corner somewhere and see where the night takes us.
Oh, girl. I'm bold.
I'm married, remember?
Me too. But when a fella's marriage is going well, he doesn't take his ring off for the world to see in a motel bar.
So she's fine with cheating on her husband? Did I get that right?
But I'm not your guy.
Can't blame a girl for trying.
Okay, well, I'm glad it ended that way. If she's married and he's not yet divorced, I guess. Tape on the back of his jacket. I forgot about that.
Something tells me you wager more than you make and you could use some extra cash.
Guilty as charged.
You gonna bribe him?
You know Tanner Spivey?
And he's not gonna tell you anything.
Oh, God.
Spivey's a friend. And he don't need anyone
gonna
to
take
ask
the
him
money.
about his business.
You know, the thing about boxing, too many rules. Where's Spivey?
You left behind. There's some Spanish guys there.
Oh, that was quick. The fact that he said anything after that. Uh-oh. A cloth? What on earth?
There you go, stay close. Not too close.
I don't know what he's trying to do.
Por ahí, que no puede ir muy lejos.
Oh, woo! So what's the cloth for? Oh, those guys that were trying to kidnap him before. It'd be best to keep at least one of them, right? To find out more about Skivvy. It's just standing right there. Maybe shoot him in like the legs or something. Did he get them both like in the head? Oh shit, why wouldn't you want to ask them questions? So he's technically adding to his civilian list of casualties. Uh-oh. Oh shit.
Hello, Spivey.
Spivey. I say Skivvy before? Shit. Okay, that was episode 3, and I have thoughts. First off, it was interesting that Reacher wasn't a focus in this episode, only because since this is only the 3rd one in, I figured there'd be more character development a little later on with the other characters, but we'd still be focusing on Reacher. But to that point, I actually have no idea how long the season is, so if it's a short season, I could definitely see why they've done that, the pace they have. At least to me, it stands out. Back when I used to watch a lot of TV shows, that's when they were like 22 episodes, not how they're 10 episodes now. So it's, I guess, different pacing than what I'm used to. So in terms of Reacher, I guess there's more questions around the civilians. I guess he killed in Baghdad, as was mentioned. And then how he has now technically added 2 more civilians to that list with the guys at the very end who were trying to kill him. And then, of course, we saw Spivey dead, which does not help him because I think that he was going to be kind of the main source of getting to what's going on here with him dead. And now he's killed these guys that maybe could have had answers. I thought that he would have, I don't know, just like shot them in the leg and then, I don't know, used them to get answers of some kind, because now he has no one. The 3 people that were involved in counterfeiting, I think it is. He could have got some answers from them. But anyways, so the 3 of them are dead, so they're out. And now adding those 2 to his list, like I mentioned, it'll be interesting to see when Roscoe eventually approaches Reacher, at least about the civilians in Baghdad, if these will come up, these 2. I'm guessing not, because it puts her in a bad spot because he has now killed 2 people and not while like in the line of duty, because he's not even a cop at the moment. So yeah, that would put her in a weird spot and she would have to arrest him because he's a murderer. So I don't know how that's going to play out. So that was kind of the end, or what happened with Reacher in this episode. There was definitely more character development with Finley and Roscoe. And with Finley, I loved the scene where he was talking to Kleiner in his office with Reacher was there, but he stayed silent to my surprise. But he says like 3 separate times. He's like, "You're not my daddy," and all that. I just loved it. I thought that was a great speech from him. And it showed a lot more of his, I don't know if aggressiveness is the word, but I don't know, not fall over to Reacher, but because he has, like, Reacher has such a presence that he wouldn't be able to keep up his still, like, tough demeanor. But here he goes again, the same thing, this guy who has a lot of reach in the town, I guess, city, town, who has lots of money and lots of resources, and he's still like, hey, like, you're not going to tell me what I'm going to investigate. But I do have to wonder if that's going to now come back around to, who is the new chief of police? To Teal, and will cause more issues for him? I don't know. But it's something I thought about. And then with the, I hate using this phrase, but like the beef that's maybe there between him as well as the other police department, those 2 guys just give me the ick like from the get-go. They look like assholes and they look like they're up to no good. So I don't know if something's gonna pan out with that, but it would be interesting if it does, because it didn't end on like a positive note with Roscoe getting up in their faces and swearing as well. And yeah, so I'll be interested to see what happens with that. So with Roscoe, it was nice to get a little bit more of a sense of, I guess, her background in her police work, I suppose you could say. This episode starts right where the last one ended, with them in her house that had been broken into. And she starts getting very in Reacher's face because he's sort of taking the stance of like, it's okay if you're scared. And she's like, I'm not scared, I'm pissed. and then goes off about her credentials from school. And anyways, she's this amazing police officer, I guess is really at the end of the day what it is. And I like that they didn't give her the damsel in distress. Like, I'm glad they didn't go that direction and that she could stand on her own. It's always good to be able to have both sides of being like vulnerable, but also sticking up for yourself. And I'm sure we'll probably get that from her, I think. And hopefully really from Reacher as well, because he's pretty much just been badass from the beginning. And again, we're only 3 episodes in, so I'm sure something will come along. But even with his brother's death, you could tell it affected him in his face, but he was more stoic. So I don't know if we'll see something more, whether it be regarding his brother Joe or Roscoe or something else altogether. But yeah, so that was episode 3, and that's really all I got. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.